national chain or are they
Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, are they nationwide?
No, they're nationwide.
So they could be shit on.
Oh, yeah.
But the
absolutely.
thing is, but they're not shitty enough to really shit on. Like, they're okay.
People love Cheesecake Factory like people love Olive Garden. Like in a real sense of food,
I feel like Cheesecake Factory is above Olive Garden, though, right?
It depends who you ask.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. I don't have like a staple at Cheesecake Factory I would get, and I haven't gone in years. But at Olive Garden, I know what I'm getting. Okay. Like, I know what I'm in for. Does that make sense? Like, I know I'm getting those breadsticks. Yeah. I know they're going to go through me in an hour. But, like, you know, Cheesecake Factory is like a Gambit's roll. You know, it's like, eh.
I've done rehearsal dinners at Olive Garden. I've done rehearsal dinners at Cheesecake Factory. The Cheesecake Factory one is definitely the one that feels nicer and, like, better.
Yeah. But you're not family.
That's true. When you're there, you're not family.
Yeah, that's
only
true.
At Olive Garden.
I went to kind of like a shower dinner kind of thing at the Cheesecake Factory at the mall, and I think it was the first time I'd ever been to a Cheesecake Factory.
What's the one that's like? There's like one that's like one up from that, and it's in the same chain. It's actually owned by Outback, by that same group of people, and it's like Italian, but it's actually like pretty good Italian.
Carrabba's?
No, not Carrabba's is also owned by these guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more. There's like one up from that. It's
I don't know.
Macaroni Grills in that. Ramona's?
No.
Romano's? No? All right.
Maybe it starts with an M? Maggiano's? No,
you're just throwing out random. I don't even know that's a
lasagna.
Name, but it sounds Italian.
Hey, Amalfi.
For someone who went to Italy for his honeymoon, you should like I don't know, like that Maggiano.
I'm literally talking with my hands up in the air right now.
If Caleb was here, he'd be like, "Yeah, that's good for radio."
Hey, how do you feel, Lauren?
Great radio talk.
About.
Do you
Sorry,
have
I was just reading one doozy of one.
Okay.
Yeah, she's prepping.
Yeah, just so you know, like. If you start getting into them and you notice that they're like ridiculously long, you do not have to read.
Unless it's like good things in there you want to skim over, that's totally fine.
Like we've definitely read whole ones that were really long because they were just absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, and like you just have to get that ambiance setting. By the way, this is 1-star reviews. This is the voice of Andrew Van, your host, producer, and bored dad who makes these podcasts. Also with me is someone who is like a dad, Larry Simonson.
My dad was a bored dad.
Was he?
No, not at all.
I said Greg had all kinds of things to do.
No, he was not a.
Did Greg ever build you a treehouse?
Oh no, you know what? He never did. But we lived in the Midlands, which was like pine trees. Yeah. Not great. Great for tree houses.
And making her debut, the Mrs. Lauren Simonson.
Hey guys. I am the token woman.
Have you had Lindsay on this show before?
Probably the most effeminate person I've had on the show is Ben Burris. I'm working on that. Okay, it's hard to slide into women's DMs and be like, "Hey, you want to be on a podcast?" So, but as usual, Lauren is always welcome here in general, and you brought her, which is great. So I am very ecstatic by having her here because I know you are a connoisseur and a very good cook yourself. But you're also, I value your opinion on food more than I do Larry's.
That is a wise choice.
I'm so flattered.
So here on 1-star reviews, we are going to read the reviews of Grill Marks in Greenville, South Carolina. They have 2 locations we were just talking about. They have one in downtown Greenville. They used to be the Hot Dog King, I believe, back in the day, right there on Main Street, right across from City Hall in Greenville, South Carolina. And also a newer location that's been over 2.5 years at the Haywood Mall in Greenville off of Haywood Road. So on this show, we like to read reviews of businesses we like. But we like to read the bad reviews just to make fun of the people that are just, I don't know, entitled, you know, because...
and you learn something from the 1-stars, right? It's just because somebody had a bad experience doesn't mean that you can glean information about a restaurant. That doesn't necessarily mean I can never go to this restaurant because it's going to be terrible. It might be more in line of like, oh, you know, maybe there's long waits. I need to just expect to make a reservation.
Or in this case, where this person didn't even eat. We don't normally read the names of the people who review things, but this one's just called Fish. So this person's name is Fish, 1 star. This is a month ago. So this would have been December 2020, I believe, and during the midst of COVID. Awful customer service. We are at the Hyatt Place, which is a delivery deal with this restaurant. We called to place an order, and the restaurant said they would deliver. When we tried to place the order, they put us on hold for 5 minutes and never came back. We tried calling again, placed an order, and they hung up. We tried again, all caps, and this time, another lady answered and said they don't deliver past 5 o'clock and was super rude. Finally, we agreed to just do the pickup, but then they placed us on hold again, super disappointed since the food looked good. And the response was just typical, like, oh, we're so sorry about that. So they didn't even eat there. But I can understand the frustration of, like, here's the thing. I've always believed with Greenville that I don't like waiting in line for food. If I get to a restaurant and I see like there's people out the door, I'm like, there's like a dozen restaurants in the same block.
There's some really and a dozen other places that I could get a pretty good burger.
Yeah, and Roost is literally in that hotel. They could have gotten a burger from Roost. Like,
I wonder if they ended up eating there.
Wait, what else have they reviewed? No, I'm just kidding.
Fish.
Well, here's one. 1 star. Honestly, the worst birthday dinner spot. The waitress with the purple hair will for sure not be getting a tip. She had a rude attitude towards my kids. Forgot one of my kids' drinks. Didn't get it till later on. Waited over 30 minutes for the food. And at this time, we had drinks, but she never came back to fill them up or check on us. She mixed up our order, and we had to wait another 20 minutes for the correct orders to come out. 1 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Papa, I'm thirsty.
You will wait for your waitress to arrive with your drink.
Papa.
The purple hair girl will bring it one day.
My throat hurts.
Drink this burger.
All right, I got one.
I'm a terrible parent.
What you got?
I've got. All right, this one's pretty good. They say they're pet friendly, but my dog barked, and the assistant manager, came up and said to calm my dog down. She was not threatening anyone, and the action of the assistant manager did not reflect pet friendliness. I never even got to order because it was taking so long, and the feeling that my dog was not welcome drove me away. My point is, don't say you're pet friendly, and then when a dog barks, get all uptight about it. There's enough places to go to that are truly pet friendly that I will not be coming back.
I love the way you read that first sentence, because it's like they almost blame the restaurant for the dog to bark the way that sentence was read. It's like they say they pet friendly, but my dog barked.
The cat waitress came out, and of course my dog was going to bark.
So, and like, honestly, whoever they have responding to these 1-star reviews is so thoughtful and considerate and like really apologetic.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
They did a really good job, but also at the same time, like, probably this dog was barking out of control. And I'm that person that like is like, I want to enjoy my meal, and if a dog's barking, then it's gonna remind me of my neighbor whose dog like literally loses its mind when I walk outside my backyard.
Oh yeah, right.
And it like viscerally makes me angry.
Yeah, I mean, they have that outdoor seating space, and I'm not gonna lie, if I was sitting there and there was like, sometimes people have nervous dogs that kind of bark at a lot of stuff. If that dog kept barking, I'd be like, do you want to like move inside or leave? Because this sucks.
Yeah, a friend of mine the other day, she
situation.
came by my mom's house, and I was giving her a hug, and I noticed her dog in the back. And her dog's super sweet to people, but the dog hates other dogs. Like, another dog was walking by, and she like held it by a leash, like, nope, just And then, like, for instance, like my dog, he's almost 14 years old. I don't know if you guys ever remember seeing him, but he's a little Yorkie in the house, half hair because he has a thyroid problem, and he's losing all the hair on his back. But very quiet dog. Only time he ever barks is if I'm making potatoes in the damn kitchen.
I'm sorry, what?
Potatoes. Wait. He loves French fries, potatoes, wedges. If I'm making anything that's a spud, he can smell it. He will wake up from upstairs, come down the stairs, and just wait and look at me.
Hey, I smell you making potatoes right now.
Yeah, it's the only thing he
I
gets
definitely thought that was going a different direction, which is that one time he got hit by a potato, and he fucking hates potatoes now. So whenever I cook them, he barks at them.
Your dad's a potato.
No, he's not. Well, he is a little bit.
Worst burger I ever had. The pineapple was smushed. Okay, first off, you put pineapple on a burger. The pineapple was smushed and overcooked. Hey, I like pineapples on pizzas. I don't know if I would do it on a burger. Chicken sandwiches, yes. I've had a Hawaiian chicken sandwich before. Anyway, the pineapple was smushed and overcooked. How the fuck do you cook? Anyway, burger was cold and had to wait in what seemed like an hour. Never went back. Had better burger at the Ale House, which is sad. Okay.
He just shit on 2 businesses there.
I mean, very coy, yeah.
Like Ale House is a regional restaurant, but I think Ale House has got pretty good food.
Yeah.
It has good food, but it's sticky.
Yeah, it's like, they can
do
get a
like
little
their
sticky.
wings.
But if I
really
want,
like
their wings are really
if I
good.
want a pitcher of beer and some wings and maybe a burger, that's
especially
good.
till 2 a.m.
Right.
3 a.m. I'm not sure. 2 a.m. I think is when
Yeah.
they're up until.
Huge selection of beers.
When
I
it's
mean,
not COVID, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do like that review. Like, it's good. It's sticky. So.
But also, don't they have like a pineapple burger at Grill Marks? It's like
Yeah, they do.
It's like a Hawaiian burger, I think.
Yeah, which by the way, I'm like, you got to think an actual like authentic Hawaiian person is like, we don't fucking put pineapple. God, why? Why do you people ruin?
And why isn't there spam on this? That's what we would have put on
That's
this.
a real Hawaiian thing. Yes, that is true. But like, yeah, I just be like offended, right? I don't know. So,
Here's another one.
go on.
Very poor management. Save your time and money and avoid this place. Should be renamed Burnt Marks. How hard is it to cook a burger? I mean, seriously. I ordered a medium burger, and it came out well done. Notified server who took it back to the kitchen after speaking to the manager. All caps. He never approached the table to follow up, and we were still billed for it. We, as in party of 8, none of whom will ever return. Avoid unless you enjoy a dry, burnt, unappetizing burger. Oh, did I mention? Had to order a draft beer 3 different times because the first time they, quote unquote, ran out. Hey, management, if you ran out, why not make your staff aware? Not sure why they were still advertised. Utter disappointment. Felt bad for the servers who have to compensate for poor management.
Jimmy, we're out of Coors Light. Can you go to every menu and scratch that off? Like right now, before someone gets mad that we still have Coors Lights on the menu.
I mean, literally, if it's the end of the, I mean, if they're, maybe they just tapped out 3 kegs at one time. It happens.
Yeah.
I don't understand being mad at a restaurant for running out of something, especially if it's like the end of the night. And
Because it's 3
busy
different
night.
things they ran out of, Lauren.
Oh my God. Like sometimes if you go to a popular restaurant, like, and especially the last couple times that at least me and you have gone to,
It's
Grill
always
Marts,
been-
it's always been packed. There's always been a wait. I remember when we first started going to Grill Marts in like 2012.
Yeah.
And we would go.
We would go for brunch, hungover.
Hungover.
Yeah, it was a good hangover meal.
Oh God, that burger was excellent. And honestly, I've never
actual
had
hangover
an
burger.
overcooked burger there.
I always got the one with like pimento cheese, and just and then I'd be like, you know what? Let's just go full out, and I'd get like the like kind of a poutine type of something with a lot of curds in it.
Oh, 2012, Larry sounds like he would probably get the brie one to try to be fancy.
Yeah, the bone marrow and brie.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is why I
know
love Lauren on this. All the inside baseball. I love it.
It's true. 2012, Larry was fatter and really thought he was a foodie.
Yeah,
I
so
am
was
dis-
2012, Lauren.
I am disgusted with Grill Marks. They refuse. This might be a sequel to Lauren's right
Oh.
here. They refused my friend's
served
service
me my dog.
They close. They refused my friend's service dog and were extremely rude to her. This dog is her lifeline and is absolutely unacceptable from any business. And there's a very lengthy response from the owner on this one.
A good one.
Yeah, I mean, I'll read it. Let's see.
All right.
First and foremost, thank you for the review. Secondly, I am so sorry that your friend had to experience this. This is not aligned with the excellence of standards that we set ourselves at Grill Marks. There's no excuse for this, and all I can say is that we are sorry. We would love to make amends for you and your friend. If possible, please email blah, 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 so that we can get in contact and make this right. Thank you.
That's a really good response.
Yeah, no, it really is. They really do a really good job. And I'll say this, towards the end of the podcast, we talk about why we genuinely like the podcast. So I'm just going to put that mental note in the back of my head.
They're obviously personal. They're not corporate. They're definitely.
Oh,
like,
Larry
a
loves the corporate
person.
ones.
Yeah, no, a person is definitely responding to these.
I don't love the corporate ones. They're just fun to read. I don't love that they kind of exist. It's like a little bit of a human touch is like a nice thing.
Listeners, go back to the Golden Corral episode if you want to hear the giggliest Larry has ever been. Hi! Not so clean. Servers were awesome. That's all it says.
Well, that's literally the opposite of most of the 1 stars I've read, which kind of seems to be going with the service isn't as good and the food is fine.
Here, I'm gonna go with the next one. Ordered a Larkin burger for take home. Got home was a plain dry burger with nothing that comes with the Larkin burger. Tiffany offered to accommodate me, but her prejudice manager?
Oh.
Is that a role?
No. No. They're saying the manager was prejudiced.
Yeah, no, terrible customer service. It's just the grammar on it is a little strange to me. Also, excellent response. But I guess this just reminds me of one time that I got a Big Mac from McDonald's and it was missing a patty.
Wait, it's in the song.
2 patties. I remember getting home.
Wait, what's
being
the song?
So
Hold on.
mad.
Hold on, what's the song? I actually don't know.
2 all beef patties, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and a sesame seed bun. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I don't eat McDonald's.
So I guess I'm sympathizing with this person because
Yeah.
like when a restaurant forgets something that's like not even an extra thing but a part of the order, like an intrinsic part of the order, like the second patty on a Big Mac, I feel for this person.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so upsetting, especially when you get it take home and you don't look when you go to the restaurant. You're just like, I'm gonna take that leap of faith and trust.
I'm not going to search it. I'm not going to do it.
I'm not gonna do
hold up
it.
the line.
That's how I live my life. I always trust. I never check the bag. And Lauren's
Ever
like,
since-
"What are you doing? Don't drive away."
Ever since that Big Mac experience, it's like scarred
scarred
me.
I always get home and then I'm like, "Oh, looks like they really these are completely wrong." Oh, a bagel place that we have reviewed before did that
Jersey
one.
Bros.
Yeah, I love Jersey Brothers enough that like they have given me completely wrong order, and I got all the way home because I didn't check the bag because I was like, I trust, and then I got home and I was like, these are all wrong. I will still eat it because it is delicious.
That's because you throw them. They throw you mad shade for like putting cream cheese on your egg sandwich, and
It's better that
What?
way.
I've done
I
that.
enjoy a cream cheese and sausage sandwich. I'm like, if
Add chives on that. It is amazing.
Yeah.
Promise you that. To speak on your thing about like trust and all that, and like the things that are like essential to the meal. I think we're gonna do Universal Joint for another episode coming up. But they reminded me that one time I went with a girlfriend at the time, and we got there. We were the first ones in the restaurant, Universal Joint, downtown Greenville. And again, a good place. Just a weird story. We get there. We ordered the brisket nachos. Really good, except halfway through eating them, I looked at my girlfriend at the time. I was like, did you get any brisket so far? She was like, no. And so we flipped through, like, we took a fork, knife, kind of went through it. And then, like, I asked the waiter to come over real nicely. Again, we were the only ones here at 11:30 at this point. And he's like, oh, that's weird. Hey, let me take that back, man. And then, like, 15 minutes passed. And he's like, guys, okay, so this is really funny. So our cook, like, he had, like, a rager or something. Like, he just came
Like
in.
passed out in the back.
And like he just like had this like weird brain fart. Hey, you guys keep those. I'm gonna totally get you another plate, and you can eat those too.
I know the exact waiter you're talking about because he worked there for years, and he's hilarious.
Super nice kid.
He's like, oh yeah, hey guys. yeah, I know that energy.
But I was like, you forgot the brisket on the brisket nachos. You just gave me basically like a nacho supreme from fucking Taco Bell at this point. So thanks, guys. COVID hotspot, poor management. The quote manager said she couldn't stop people walking into the restaurant without masks on. I'm surprised the health department hasn't shut this place down. We'll never think about eating here again.
It's because there is no regulation from the health department right now. Shade at SCDHEC in the governor's office.
Which is right across the street. Oh, the mayor's office is.
That's the mayor's office.
Whoops. Sorry.
DHEC is in Colombia.
You know, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm obviously like I'm aware. I'm very pro mask. I had COVID back in November. It was not fun. And I encourage anyone out there who's willing to go out in public more often than you need to, definitely mask up, and wash your hands and all that. But you know, you can't control everyone. It sucks.
They've kind of left it. Even the city ordinance has kind of left it up to the businesses at this point.
Yeah.
So
and some businesses like they do a really good job, and but you can only do so much. And I don't know, people be crazy. Can I just leave it there? People be crazy.
I'm excited for things to kind of eventually here in the next, I don't know, hopefully within the next 6 months, kind of go back to normal so that we can kind
Isn't that
of
what we said this time last year?
shush, just so we can get past this point of like reviews that are about like how, oh, no one wears a mask. It's like, we get it. All right, fine. Fuck. All right, well, we'll move on with our lives.
Fine,
eventually.
keep your mask on. I'll feed you through the straw.
Quick, get your mask straw. Feed me through the vent because I'm wearing one of those construction masks.
Hey,
I've seen people with those, with the straw through the mask. Like,
what?
I don't know if I mean, like, I don't need to go
Here's
to
the thing:
a bar that bad.
if you wear a gator, I'm pretty sure it's thin enough that you could like pour a drink directly against it and suck it through the fabric, right?
That's nasty.
No, but then
That's
you'd like,
nasty.
what? You'd lose weight. It's like how I make pho. You stream out the bad parts, and you get the essentials in you.
Okay.
No?
All right.
Okay.
Here's another one. Sat at the bar for almost 10 minutes. Never was greeted. One employee walked past me only to grab a check presenter off the table, not the 2 empty drinks. I was there to interview for a job. Went outside to collect my thoughts and decided to come back in. Waited 35 minutes for my interview as the person who showed up after me went first. Employees' shirts were untucked and overall lacked a welcome demeanor or appearance. Never was offered a drink, which in job interviews in restaurants is the norm. Interview was short, and thank God it was food that looked it was made yesterday was still sitting out from our lunch. Overall, a very unpleasant experience.
Okay.
So this person just left a 1-star review on his interview experience.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I think he's just mad.
Bold.
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 So I'm
there a
guessing he
response?
didn't get the job. Yes, there was. Reviewer, we are sorry for this experience. Did our management team know you were there for an interview? We clearly dropped the ball and want to showcase that we are a family here at Grill Marks. We obviously had some issues that day and would like to chat more. Could you email us at, and then their email. Thanks and hope to talk soon. Sorry for the inconvenience. I love the question of, did the management team know you were there for an interview? I mean, it's possible he came in and just quietly sat and
Or he just stood there.
yeah, he just stood there like he just like waited for somebody to ask why he was there. I don't know. Like I can
Yeah.
see this.
100%, especially if it's like some teenage kid. This is his first job or something.
Did that read like a teenage kid though?
I didn't want to work here anyway.
That didn't really read like a teenage kid.
But this place doesn't even have good milkshakes. I don't want to be here. I'll be at McDonald's.
Sounds entitled to me.
Bad manager. Argued with us over a raw
I
burger.
just saw this one.
Place smells like a dumpster when you walk in. Sure, more information as requested. My wife ordered your 3 tiny burgers. They were undercooked and came to the table late. Everyone else at the table was done eating. Asked for the manager, told him the problem, and wanted the burgers removed from the bill. He argued, making comment that she had one of the small burgers. Poor response was sure, no, I am sorry or anything else, just nasty. Brought the bill without the charge of the burgers and walked away. If he worked for me, he would have been fired.
Response from the owner. We always strive to deliver the highest quality burgers cooked to the temperature our guests request. Can you give me more information about your experience? I would appreciate the opportunity to improve the manager's ability to make our guests' experiences amazing.
Well, it sounds like he put edit more info, so that like second part of the response was in addressing the request for more info.
I like this 1 star. No seasoning on the burger, barfy face. The shakes are fire, though. That is
Dude, those shakes are fire.
the,
I mean, yeah.
the milkshakes are fantastic.
Especially the boozy ones. You get like Guinness in there. Oh my God.
I just like when I see people getting a milkshake, a giant burger, and a huge basket of fries, I'm just like, do you feel like shit afterwards? Because like if I do that, I physically feel ill.
I don't feel ill. I just
a lot
feel
of
like I
dairy.
just want to sit. But like I feel great afterwards.
I think
Oh
that's
my
how
God, your
every
burps
country.
say otherwise.
I think that's how every country views America. Like that is the meal of Americans. Like you know how like, there's BuzzFeed articles. It's like, oh, here's meals from all over the world. I feel like that is what American plate would be.
Fuff. Udon noodles.
Yeah, exactly.
Fresh bratwurst. I'm just trying to think of different places.
nationality foods.
Burgers.
Cheese.
Too much burger.
Add some bacon on it.
It's a pizza burger.
That's just the milkshake we're putting bacon in.
It's movie popcorn with a milkshake in it and nacho cheese.
Actually, that is an appetizer at a restaurant.
Really? Wait,
Oh.
what? Say that again?
No, I can't remember where it was. I was at a restaurant and the appetizer was
Movie
like,
popcorn.
yeah, fresh
With
popcorn.
a milkshake in it and
No.
covered with nacho cheese.
It had like the cheese dusting and like another like truffle butter on top.
Yeah.
And it was like
Wait, that
$5.
sounds good.
I mean, it was good. I was just like, okay, that's unusual to put on a nice restaurant menu here.
Lauren, are you throwing shade at my burps?
100%. 100%.
I'm not allowed to eat
Especially
Doritos.
like in milk.
The milk is a palate cleanser. It's better that way. You have Doritos, you get the dust on your mouth, and you use some milk to wash it off.
It's like when you're at the Biltmore house, you eat those little oyster crackers after having a little sip of wine. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I need some milk for this Dorito.
I need some milk with my Dorito.
Now to go for the Cool Ranch after the spicy nacho.
No, Larry gets a regular a bag of regular munchies.
No, I don't anymore
Not anymore.
because you you
I
complain.
mean, you can do it if you ride in the car by yourself, but I just don't want to be a part of it.
I'm just like, what? I'm
You
not
can make your own decisions.
What? I'm not gassing.
But if I've got to sit in a car with you for like longer than 30 minutes, then it's not allowed.
You do what you want in your car, but in this house... All right, you got one more?
I've got one.
Yeah, go for it.
We had a party of 7, and the hostess girl rolled her eyes at us. We were more than happy to wait 20 minutes. But after the attitude I got... Wait, this sentence is very run-on.
No.
We decided to
That's
go
very
to
common.
Read it as is.
We decided to go to Carolina Ale instead and got way better service. After the bad experience from the hostess, I doubt we will ever go back to Krill Marks.
Aw.
We treat our reviews like golf. You play it where it lies.
Right.
So if you see
There's
a
no
really
mulligans.
bad nonsense, you just gotta muscle through it.
You never notice that I'm just reading it like I'm just muscling through it?
And it hurts your brain because you're like, I know this is not a real sentence, but I gotta keep going.
I got one that I'm gonna have to read it like Caleb because it very much so reads like just terrible food. Carrots smelled like bleach. The hot dogs I wouldn't feed to my dog. Very disappointed with the experience on 5/18/2019. Big fat roach run up the wall. Lost even more our appetite. Paid almost $60 for this awful food. We got a video from the roach in the restaurant. Disgusting.
Okay, so they have that like rolly up thing open, and they have their door open quite a lot. Like there's a
Yeah.
very open concept to the restaurant,
Sure.
and like if you live in South Carolina, then palmetto bugs / roaches are just a real
Just
thing.
May through July, it's a thing.
It's
Yeah.
a thing, and they fly, which is like even scarier. If I saw, okay, if it was like deep in the back, like near the kitchen area, okay, that's kind of like you need to take care of that. But if it was like kind of closer to the front, then one of those babies could have gotten in. They crawl like all over the sidewalks.
People are in and out of that door.
Yeah.
They're opening that door constantly.
Yeah,
It
that's
happens.
just, yeah, shit happens.
As long as it's not crawling out of your burger.
So you were saying earlier some favorite ones that you like. My favorite is the Cafe Au Revoir. It is the one cooked with coffee grinds in it.
Oh yeah.
That is really good. And I usually don't even get that with a bun because it comes with like mushrooms on top. And I just eat it like a Salisbury steak and then some fat fries. So
Oh yeah, mine is honestly I like a bunch of different ones that they have. Like pimento cheese is always a win.
yeah.
But the truffle fries and the Dijonnaise is so good.
I get that. What is it called? Like the app 3, where it's like you choose 3 of the appetizers to come in the baskets together and you just kind of pick them apart however you want.
Oh yeah.
So we always get like skinny fries, truffle fries, and then sweet potato. If my daughter's not with me because she hates sweet potatoes. I don't know what it is. She hates sweet potatoes. I'll feed her carrots sometimes, like roasted carrots, and she'll just be like right away, I don't like sweet potato. I'm like, that's carrots. Oh, okay. So it's just beyond.
I lie to my children, said Andrew Van.
They're healthy, aren't they? I'm just kidding.
That's true. I'm I used to be much more of the guy who liked the French Connection with the brie on it. The older I get though, the more I'm just kind of like, honestly, that Low Country, and some pimento cheese, some fried green tomato, coleslaw, lettuce, pretty good.
Their salmon's actually good too. I've had the salmon there before.
Oh really? I've
Yeah,
never had the fish.
It was like when I was on like Whole30 a couple years ago, and I was like, I want to try something different, and it was actually surprisingly good.
I feel like the longer I live, the more I kind of move back to a traditional burger, though. Just like lettuce, tomato, and mayo or not on your burger.
I'm a plus mayo guy.
I'm a plus mayo guy.
I waffle.
Yeah,
Just the mood.
Yeah, it depends.
you like mayo with your fries.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, frites, absolutely. That's why we love Trapdoor we did early last year.
Yeah.
So one thing I also absolutely love about Grill Marks too is so I mentioned my daughter is we have to watch her dietary restrictions because she's gluten free. She doesn't have celiac or anything, but it does act up if she has cross contamination in some capacity and just wheat, obviously. But we went to the mall 2 years ago. This was like a few months after they opened, and the waiter, I can't remember his name, older guy, bald. I think he had glasses. He had a goatee. Incredibly sweet dude. And we explained, hey, we don't want to be like that. couple that's like, hey, we want to make sure everything's gluten-free for her kind of thing. It's like, oh, no. We have a gluten-free menu, and if everything is cooked in that gluten-free area in a separate fryer, separate area, because the owner, she's actually gluten-free herself. She takes it very seriously. So for me, it was kind of like this hallelujah, like, holy shit, someone gets it. Someone understands it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, our experience has always been super good. And I take mainly Landon, the 10-year-old, with me, and he'll get the sliders as mentioned in here. And he's never had them wrong there. We can't do milkshakes because he would die of diarrhea.
I honestly don't get the milkshakes very often there because we're usually getting a meal. And I'm just like, I always like getting like a big thing of fries and then just getting the burger and not really worrying about side fries. I'm just like, too many fries, please. And so I'm just too full for a shake. But I'm looking at the menu right now and I see that they actually have one called Cookies and Cream Dirt, which sounds delicious because we're...
Describe it.
You like dirt.
Slowly. Go on. Cookies and cream milkshake. Cookies and cream milkshake. Chocolate icing. Oreos. Scoop of ice cream. Whipped cream. Gummy worms. Oreo crumbles. They had me until the gummy worms.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no gummy worms.
I'm like, oh no, because they're gonna get cold and they get hard. They're not chewy anymore.
But they're worms in the dirt. Don't you get it?
No, I get it.
I just don't want it.
I just don't want that. But be like, hey, can I get the dirt, but like, sterile dirt, no worms, please?
I wonder if that's the only thing that requires those gummy worms. Like, can you imagine being that person doing the supplies and like inventory order? Like, guys, do we really need to order fucking gummy worms? Like, come on. Yeah. We could just save room in the back, right? We don't need a box of gummy worms.
I did look a second ago. One of their boozy ones is the Carolina Car Bomb, which is just, it feels weird.
I haven't done a car bomb since college. So,
are you supposed to chug it all, like the entire milkshake in one go, or is that like how you do it? Does it curdle if you don't?
I always disappear when people do that because I don't want to do one.
I don't think anyone
been able to disappear.
I don't think anyone has seriously.
I'll just like slink in the back and go to the bathroom when everyone's like, "Let's do car bombs."
Lauren, I'm
not about it.
I don't think
we've been about it.
I don't think we've been in a scenario where people have seriously suggested car bombs and been like, "No, we're doing it," in a while.
Not even when there would have been an opportunity to be like, yeah, we were going to do it. I would always be like, nah.
Well, you didn't want to just chug milk and beer in the middle of a cream-based beer drink in the middle of a bar.
That's surprising considering we hang out with Caleb. So,
I mean, usually it would be like Mitch. Maybe Caleb would be there too. Like usually maybe like a bar crawl and...
Connolly. It was always at Connolly's.
It was always at Connolly's.
I love Connolly's.
I haven't been to Connolly's in a minute. God, you know what? I used to complain about how crowded Connolly's was. I wouldn't care if it was. I would love to be in a crowded Connolly's right now. That's how much I miss crowds.
Oh, we got to cover that place sometime soon. All right. Check out Grill Marks at the Haywood Mall off Haywood Road and 385 in Greenville, South Carolina. Also in downtown Greenville, right off Main Street, right across from City Hall. It's one of the best places you can get. It's part of the Larkins family, a really good restaurant that's been around for a long time in Greenville, which is one of the staples here in our city that makes us what it is. Check out more episodes such as the Golden Corral, where you can listen to Larry read the...
We do good ones too.
the responses. So check those out. Give us a like and subscribe on whatever you listen to, whether it be Apple, iTunes, would it be Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify. We're on all the things, including Amazon, and also on Audible as well. So check those out. This has been One Star Reviews Grill Marks.